Becky here on Daybreak. We are happy to have in studio this morning Mason County Sheriff Casey Salisbury. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Morning, Sheriff.
Additionally, Dale Hubbard here, and we're all chatting with the sheriff. And what's going on this morning, Casey?
Been a rough week.
Yes, another.
Oh, man.
I think the first thing I want to start off with, I was sitting out in my car before I came in, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate the support of the citizens of our county, the number of cards and letters and donations and words of support have been tremendous. As you know, last week I said it was a Washington State Patrol Academy with a youth academy for a week, and you're kind of isolated up there, no TV or anything, and so this is all going on, and you come back, and it's just been tremendous support in our community, just tremendous. I just can't tell you how much it means to our people when you see these things come in.
Yeah. And that's really good, and we're not certainly insulated from all these events. I mean, we're far away geographically, but you guys have a brotherhood that you know, and that's really got to hit home. And it just, all these repeated events that just keep going on, it's got to be very disarming for you guys.
You know, a couple years ago, I attended the FBI Academy and spent 3 months back there, and two of my classmates were Don Kelly from Baton Rouge PD and Corey Acosta, along with Kevin Marcel, Phil, Angela, and from the police departments down there in that area, but two of them from that agency, and you wonder about them. And then coming into Cleveland with the RNC coming up, a friend of mine is the police chief back there.
Oh, man.
And you just wonder that supporting agencies coming in there is very concerning. I think the thing that is hitting me right now for home, when you say it's not, it is a little bit distant, but it is close. The challenge for us right now, Dale, is that I was looking last night. I have a way that I can watch the calls come out on my phone, so I can see it as they come into dispatch. I was adding up the number of disturbances last night. We had disturbances in the north end, that DV issue that required 2 officers. We have a disturbance at the south end that requires 2 officers. We had a traffic event where we roll over and we've got to have people block the traffic plus somebody investigate the accident. We had an assault going on that requires 2. We had a threats and intimidation call with a person threatening to shoot somebody that we're going to have at least 2. Malicious mischief where a car was damaged. We're going to have to send more than 1 officer. And we run 4 officers, 4 deputy sheriffs, and 1 supervisor to cover that. While at the same time, the calls for service come in that there's a missing cat or something, and they're demanding a deputy response, or there's a garbage dumping complaint, and they're demanding a deputy take care of that. And we need maybe 9-10 people last night just to make it to the major calls during that period of time. And there were people demanding that we're on things that are, I'm sorry, they're less priority when it comes to these other things. And that's where it really challenges us. And I always ask people, would you want to go to one of those? Well, just send 1 deputy. Would you want to go to one of those calls by yourself? And every night when we go out to a disturbance and somebody's threatened somebody with a firearm, whether it's there or whether it's not, when we get there, sending 1 person out there when you're on your own, it is not a fun place to be.
No, and I did note that there's some of these police departments now are making everybody go out in tandem.
Yes,
So.
and we haven't done that yet. And as I was listening to my co-part in King County talk about King County Sheriff's Office, their lack of staffing. And we're easily comparable in numbers of deputy per capita, that they just don't have enough to cover the bases the same way. And so it will slow us down a little bit more. We're going to hold back a little bit more before we walk into that with 1 deputy, or we're 20, 30 miles away from backup. It's going to take a while. And so I just ask, like I say, our community has been tremendous with cards and letters and things. And please just be understanding that when we're sending 1 person to a disturbance, we're gonna slow down a little bit and wait till we can get people in position where we can deal with everything safely for all people involved. So on the good side, I told you about the Washington State Patrol Youth Law Enforcement Academy.
Yes.
It's Kiwanis, but we use the State Patrol. Gosh, I'm thrilled. I was going to call and ask him if he'd come in today. It was a little late last night. Another Mason County kid.
Yeah.
I'm so proud because kids from Mason County year to year, my 14th year.
Mm-hmm.
Trooper Rob Taylor and I have done this consistently longer than anyone, supervised this program. And another another Mason County kid finishes at the top of the heap of that, from kids from all over the state of Washington, and we did it the year before too.
Wow.
A couple of years before that.
How
we
about
nailed it down.
that?
So I'm always so proud of we have very few people apply for Mason County, so I hope to get those numbers up. But last 2 years in a row, a top candidate for that week has been Mason County kids, and maybe we can get them on the radio or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure.
So, I mean,
What
what
an
a
accomplishment.
wonderful thing to have them there. Just tremendous to see our kids coming out on top. And we have kids come from all over. And this year it was all Washington kids, I believe, but we've had kids come from other states to join us for that week at the State Patrol Academy. And it's tough. I get up like you guys in the morning, and we exercise with the kids. We get up in the morning. I think this year the tough one for me was we do the car push. It's 1.5 miles. You push a patrol car with
Oh my gosh.
5 people, four pushing and 1 driving, and you've got uphills and downhills.
Did they let you do the driving?
Oh no, I was push. I didn't drive once. I pushed the whole way, but I tell you what, I felt good at the time, but it didn't feel good the next morning. I'll tell you, I was
Oh man.
tough. So and then today, another neat thing, especially challenging for a young person today, we're going to be swearing in a new deputy today.
Okay.
And I think the key thing to keep in mind is when you hear new to the agency, I keep hearing how we've hired all these new deputies over the years. These are not new positions. People keep saying we're hiring all these new people. These are replacing positions that we lost in 2008. So when you hear Sheriff's got 13 new deputies, we are replacing the people that we lost from years ago still. Plus, I'm very thrilled for them. We all came in off the same list. Deputy T.R. Rankin is retired, and Deputy Ken McGill. I'm sitting here looking at that when we all hired off the same list, thinking, time's getting short. But we're going to miss Ken and T.R. And the neat thing about them is they're going to go out and be police officers at Squaxin. So we still have them in the community, but we won't have them in the sheriff's office. And so wonderful of them. We'll be recognizing them at the end of the month.
Very good.
And last thing that I have for you that might be is going to be interesting for us, and this is before these incidences occurred. We work very closely with our folks from the federal government, from the FBI, and you talk about the value when we talk about sending people to the FBI Academy and being able to go have that opportunity to go back there. It's very rare to get back there, and the contacts you make. We'll be doing some classes locally here for our agencies at no cost to us. The FBI is going to do some domestic terrorism classes. We're going to be discussing these issues, and haven't been able to have that contact and know those agents back there to have them come out and do that for us is fantastic. So
Yeah, you bet it is.
Good.
That's good. I mean, that's really good.
So things are good. Things are going well. We're looking good with some young new folks coming in that can run a long ways.
Yeah.
You get up early and do it all. Do you have any questions or anything for the week?
No, just kind of wanted to get a sense of how you guys were doing again after the events in Baton Rouge.
It's tough. Every time that you in our state, where there's only 39 sheriffs, and so we know each other really, really well. And something comes up, and we're all on the phone talking to each other across the state. And when you get on the national level, there's really not that many compared to city police, and so we know a lot of these people internationally and nationally that going to the academy does. I know that another neat thing that's happening right now, and I don't know how long it will take, but I know that Lieutenant Travis Adams from my office has applied a while back, and I sponsored him to go to the FBI Academy in Quantico. It takes a long time. It was almost 12 years before I got selected to go there, and Travis is on that list. I don't know when that will be, but it's a tremendous honor to go and to see that folks from Mason County are making the cut to get on that list.
Yeah.
It would be really neat to have that experience when he gets that chance.
Yeah.
You bet, absolutely. Well, Sheriff Salisbury, thank you again for stopping by your Monday visits. Always interesting for us and informative, and it's a good chance to touch base with you. So
thank you again, the community, for the support. It's just been overwhelming. Very nice for us.
All right, we'll carry on. My friend.
You.
All right,
you.
very good.
Mason County Sheriff Casey Salisbury this morning.
Hi, it's Dale Hubbard talking about my own